Welcome to the werewolf tag. Woo! Well, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. I was recently tagged by the wonderful Kweeny Todd
I also tag the movie Void.
to answer a few questions about werewolves. No, not you guys. You guys, you're not allowed to do that. Well, so anyway, this is my first tag ever, so I'm gonna try to answer all of this the best way I can. So let's begin. Well, I had to think about this one for a long time, and I'd have to say Ginger Snaps. I am generally a big fan of films that deal with high school kids and issues that they're going through, and I like how Ginger Snaps takes the whole entire werewolf concept, the whole entire concept of a high school horror film, and puts this dark little twisted note on it. Even though still staying very lighthearted, I enjoy Ginger Snaps a lot. My wolves out there, I hate to let you down. I like vampires a bit more. I know that werewolves have this human aspect because they turn into werewolves at night and are normal people during the day. There is something about vampires that I really enjoy. The whole entire concept of having to not being able to die and having to live forever, not being able to spend life during the day at all, something werewolves can when they're human. It's that darkness of a vampire that I find more appealing than a werewolf, because somehow when a werewolf is a werewolf, they're more like this uncontrollable, fierce mess, whereas a vampire always has his class.
Children of the night. What a mess they make.
I don't know. I might sound fucking stupid. Well, there was this movie called Where, and the movie actually sucked, gotta admit. It wasn't that good, because, it somehow couldn't make up its mind if it wanted to be a found footage film or not. And so you constantly had, like, this shifting of back and forth between found footage and not found footage. And sometimes when they were doing these found footagey shots, there was nobody actually standing there with a camera you would be believing was holding the camera at the point. But some of the best kill scenes from werewolves are sadly from Where. The world is... I haven't seen any good recent films about werewolves that were especially brutal. If you got some, you can recommend me. Please tell me about them in the comments. I would definitely go with An American Werewolf in London. There is so much love and detail put into this, and that was back in the day where they only relied on practical effects and no CGI was used for this whatsoever. And you totally feel his pain. You totally see how he's not dealing with what is happening to him. And the way David Kessler delivers the entire performance is just like amazing shit. Because you totally see in his face that he is somewhere in this paranoia state, that he doesn't want this happening to him. But he's also slowly turning into a werewolf, this uncontrollable monster. And the effects for the time, this is back in 1981, are just beautiful. So, for now, I would definitely have to say that is definitely my favorite werewolf transformation. This one's very easy. I am so going to go with Teen Wolf on this one. Teen Wolf is a movie that I generally hate with a passion. the thing is, there is so many fascinating aspects you can bring into this whole entire werewolf concept. This kid is in this coming of age situation. He has just found out that his family has been a bunch of werewolves, and he has to cope with this whole entire concept. And like in any other normal movie, the kid would like hide it from his classmates. He would try to stop the authorities or any cops finding out that he is a werewolf. And there is absolutely nothing of the sort in this film. This kid actually becomes much, much cooler than he was before people knew that he was a werewolf. So the whole entire sense of danger and freakiness involved being a werewolf is like ignored. He doesn't even like kill anybody for that matter or anything. No. All this werewolf does is play basketball better. Come on. It's also a role that the talented Michael J. Fox regrets ever doing to this very day. Oh yeah, that would also definitely be An American Werewolf in London. It was actually also the first time I got in touch with werewolves generally. I was like just like this baby back then. That was back in the day, like I was just hanging around as a little kid, and my sister was putting on Top Gun and Dirty Dancing, and one of these movies ended up being An American Werewolf in London, and I still remember that fucking transformation, because even as a kid, that fucking screwed me up. That movie actually, I think, did a lot more impact in the cinematic world than we actually give it credit for. An American Werewolf in London was actually the shit. My favorite werewolf legend is the concept that when a person infected turns into a werewolf during the night, that he comes back and mostly can't remember anything that happened. You can do totally amazing things with that. First one is panic. Like this whole entire, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I don't know what is happening to me concept. Something that we know from Ginger Snaps and An American Werewolf in London. But it also puts this whole entire comedic twist into things. I've seen this been used in like cartoons like American Dad, and it was just like hilarious. There's this episode where Roger, the alien, adopts this wolf, who is like a wild wolf, and during the night he like breaks out and acts like a wolf does, and attacks some people and attacks some animals and shit. And Steve thinks that he has been affected by the werewolf virus and thinks all the damage that the wolf that Roger adopted is actually inflicted by him himself, and it is just hilarious. Also, Charmed, the TV series Charmed on the WB, also did a beautiful concept on the Halliwell girls being werewolves in the night and not knowing about it, and like during the day finding out who is responsible for these murders, whereas in the end you find out that they were the ones responsible for the murders to begin with. So that is a concept that I really enjoy, the werewolf amnesia idea. Okay, these were my answers to the werewolf tag. I'm going to tag some other people too, who should join the fun. I am tagging After Dark Analysis. Would love to hear your thoughts on this, you awesome analytical lady, as they call you. I'm also tagging Horror Addicts. Gory and Dan, I want to see what you guys make out of this, and I will be getting also to your tag with the bad horror jokes. I just gotta write some good jokes. I'm also gonna tag the Lone Wolf Cub, who I know has his share of 80s knowledge, and he definitely has something to say about werewolves. I'm also gonna tag Carnage Candy, hoping that Lizzie's got something on this too. Check out their tags, enjoy, subscribe to the people's channels I've tagged, subscribe to Kweeny, subscribe to us, and we, the Movie Void here, will be giving you a bunch of little quickies this week. First one starting off with The Strangers Pray at Night. We're gonna have a new I Hate Sundays this Sunday again, and next episode will probably be on Riverdale. See ya! And ahoo!